Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you know, last semester we were on this, and also this semester I told you my YouTube channel is all about computer skills. So even this semester I have something for you. Last semester, if you now don't recall what we talked about, you can go back and review in our videos that I made for you. And this semester, I'm going to be talking about information literacy. Last semester, it was all about computer skills, and I know people got a lot from it. Now, even today, we are going to get a lot from information literacy. You're going to know what information literacy is all about. You know everything. You know most of the things, because I'm here to help you out. Just just be on tuned. What? Like, comment, do everything, you share so that people can get something out of it. It is my introduction to information literacy, I'm sure, right? So, there, I've been talking about information literacy. We are going to talk about information literacy. Okay, what is information literacy? Information literacy is in a cycle. You can do it in a cycle, like you determine the information needed. No, it's like this. Information literacy is in a circle. You will do what? Access the information effectively and efficiently, evaluate the information, synthesize the information, apply the information. You determine the information needed. That's all about information literacy. If you do all that, that is information literacy. So, in my next slide, I have sources of information. My sources of information are there. We have letters, speeches, literature reviews, books, and very many others. May I just note a few, but there are very many others. In my next slide, I have the primary sources. Now I've showed you my sources of information literacy, but they have types. I have my primary sources here. My primary sources just are all about their first hand. You get them from you just get them from the first person who has done the event. They are created at that time of the event just now. These are letters, speeches, interviews, original research studies, artifacts, photographs, eyewitness accounts, and historical records. There are very many others, but I've given you this because they are the most we use. So, I'm going to talk about secondary sources of information. Secondary sources of information. Just know secondary sources are got after you interpret the primary sources. They are created after the event or the time period under study, often involve synthesis, analysis, or evaluation of primary materials. Just know after the primary sources, I told you they are first hand. Someone can come in and wants you, that someone who attended wants you to get what you got at the event. So it does something for you. We are going to see the examples of secondary sources. It does something for you so that you can also get the information, but from him, not the primary. For him, we got from the primary. My next slide is the examples. We have examples here. Books. People can write books after some events. The articles, review articles, textbooks, biography, documents, documentaries, encyclopedias. Just know all that are my examples of secondary sources of information. Because after they are getting, can do an article, can write a book, can do the biography, everything, in textbooks as you read textbooks. Some people found out some things and some other people wrote them so that other generations can get there. That is secondary. My next, information is all about discipline. And according to discipline, its importance is there is this discipline now. First discipline is history. It provides historians with critical analysis, interpretations, and depth surrounding historical events. We have literature, which critics rely on secondary sources like essay, book, reviews to gain insight into literary works. The science, summarize and interpret primary research. Social offer theoretical frameworks, research methodologies, and interpretation of primary data. That is the importance according to discipline. Yes, information literacy is, let me say, it is multidiscipline. You see history, literature, science, social, if you can get it. My next slide. So, my slides are done. Thanks for listening. I know you have gotten something from this, and I remain sure. Like, comment, and share the video so that people can get something from my account. Thank you for listening.